Very good morning, children. Children, today we'll discuss time of flight. See, how can we define time of flight? It is the total time which is taken by a projectile body to be in air, remains in flight. That is, when we project a body from this point at any instant t, here the position of the projectile body will be here. After some time it will be here, it will be here, 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 here. In all these instant of time the body remains in air. So till it projectile body hitted on the surface of the ground. So the total time of flight can be defined as the total time taken by a projectile body remains in air or remains in flight is said to be time of flight. So how can we define? Let us see the total time taken by a projectile body remains where? Very good, in air. Sometime it is said to be in flight. In flight is known as time of flight. It is denoted by capital T. Actually total time, that is time of flight, is divided into two parts. See, one is from this initial velocity to maximum velocity or maximum height, you may say. Instead of maximum velocity it should be maximum height, and after maximum height to vertical height becomes 0. So if a projectile body is taking a time t from, suppose this is O, this is P and this is Q. If a projectile body is taking time from point O to P is t, then the same time will be taken by the same projectile body from coming back from point P to Q. See, this time, the time taken from O to P is said to be time of ascent, and the time taken from point P to Q is said to be time of descent. So total time is divided into two parts. One is time of ascent and another one is time of descent. Both the sum of time of ascent and time of descent will be equals to total time, that is capital T. So let us see which component of velocity is responsible for projectile body remains in air. This vertical component of velocity. So what will be the displacement because of this vertical component of velocity? The time taken by the projectile body due to vertical velocity till vertical displacement becomes 0 will be the time, total time, that is time of flight. So let us see what I intend to say you. See, since vertical component of velocity, that is uy, is responsible for body remains in air. So at this location, vertical displacement, I'm talking about vertical displacement. At this location, this much is the vertical displacement. At this location, this much is the vertical displacement. At this location, this much is the vertical displacement. At this location, vertical displacement becomes 0. So यहाँ तक when the body just about to hit the surface of the ground, surface of the earth, वो टाइम जो है हम टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट कहते हैं. So we have to use displacement equation, that is as we know that what y is equals to, here y is displacement along vertical direction, y is equals to uit plus half at square. This is second equation of motion, that is known as displacement equation. But here, you know what, vertical displacement at this location, that is y becomes 0 and uy will be equals to u sine theta, and this small t is now converted into capital T, and a, it should be ay instead of simply a, acceleration along y direction, so ay will be equals to minus of g. I hope you all are able to understand why ay is equals to minus g. Why? Because acceleration due to body is moving upward, there is a retardation, you may say, and the acceleration due to gravity acting downward. That is why ay is equals to minus of z. Let us substitute all these values in this equation. We get 0 is equals to ui means u sine theta into capital T, then plus half ay means minus g into t square. So further it can be written as 0 is equals to u sine theta into t minus half z t square. This plus becomes minus. Why? Because plus into minus equals to minus. So further it can be written as, transposing this half gt square to LHS, we get half gt square is equals to u sine theta into t. This t cancel with 1t, so we get z is equals to 2u sine theta upon z. This is the required expression of time of flight, that is t is equals to 2u sine theta upon z. I hope you all are able to understand each and every steps. So thank you very much and God bless you.